This adult coloring book has sold well over $150,000. And this is not a one-time occurrence. Thousands of individuals are altering their lives by selling coloring books online. And in today's video, I'll show you through how to accomplish this from home, step by step, from brainstorming ideas on ChatGPT to selling your coloring book on Amazon KDP. You can now estimate the cost of a product by reading reviews. For example, for $10 a book, this coloring book has 15,000 reviews, so we know they achieved a minimum of $150,000 in sales, but only tens of buyers post a review after buying, so this book may have earned up to $1,500,000. If just 10 of your customers wrote reviews, you may utilize scouting add-ins like Jungle Scout to acquire an accurate amount rather than only estimate. But it costs money, and we're striving to cut expenses wherever possible. Subscribing to my channel is the simplest method to earn money online. And now that we've demonstrated that selling coloring books online can be profitable, let's go! How do you go about it? To begin, you'll need to decide on the theme for your coloring book. Simply ask ChatGPT what the most popular subjects are. In general, they will include nature, animals as backdrop, or peaceful, stress-relieving, colorful books in some form. In my instance, I opted to create a coloring book on cats since after dogs, they are the finest animal in the world. Dogs are considerably superior than humans. But then I contacted ChatGPT for the top 30 most common cat breeds, which I utilized for the coloring book. Now that we know what we're going to use to construct the coloring books, we need our product to stand out if we want to earn money and sell them. This entails looking at other comparable works and reading the reviews to determine what people liked and disliked. On this coloring book, we can see that there was some agreement on what people did, such as how thick the pages were and that there was no bleed through when they colored. Some of the negative feedback was about how the drawing was sliced and how some of the designs were too simple. Yes, I say complex, but there's a rather simple solution to all of this. It's time to start making the coloring books in the following stage. Fortunately, MidJoureny can assist us in doing this. Join their Discord server to acquire access to the bot. You may input/imagine and a prompt from here to get photos related to that prompting. To sell MidJoureny age artwork professionally, you'll need the basic subscription, which costs $8 per month. And as I'm sure you've seen, there are a lot of individuals who are continuously creating photos. So, if you want to join a private server, it's not that difficult. Simply click the Add Server icon on Discord to start a new server. For me, choose Create Your Own Hit and name the server anything you wish. Then you add the MidJoureny bot to your new server by returning to the MidJourney's main server, clicking on the bot, and then hitting Add to Server. You'll next need to input certain codes and complete other things before you can add the bot to your server. And now you have your own private conversation with MidJoureny, where no random individual will contribute photographs. I set up a server ahead of time and connected a subscription since I make a lot of photos, so I'll utilize my chat. So now it's time to create the coloring book pictures you'll need to /imagine. And since this is an adult coloring book, we'll use a coloring sheet for adult's mandala cat picture and then enter the sort of cat you want. In this case, it will be similar to an American bobcat white backdrop. Clear line, exquisite line art. Finally, if you want to achieve the appropriate dimensions multiplier aspect ratio by 2:3, the aspect ratio was fixed to 2:3. Which is not what you'd see on regular paper, which is 8.5:11. But when you sell it on Amazon, the real picture will be 6:9, or a 2:3 aspect ratio. So you want to make it 2:3 right now. The request will then generate 4 photographs for you to choose from. If none of them appeal to you, you may regenerate them. Alternatively, if you have a preference, you may go from VUN to VFR. This will produce 4 new photos based on the one you chose, with VUN at the top left and 4 at the bottom right. When you're pleased with the picture, press F1 through U4 to upscale it and then download it. Repeat this process until you have a photo for each species. So just make sure that all of the photographs seem to be intended for adults, which they should, and we can go on to the next phase, which is actually generating the color book. Let's go to canva.com and select the size of the canvas. We now have all of the photographs, but we need to construct our color book, which thankfully is available on Canvas. To begin, make a template that is 8.5 by 11 inches or a regular sheet of paper. Then, in addition to a slide, you'll want to import your photographs from MidJoureny. Check that it is centered and the correct size. Then, around the picture, build a border, allowing some space on either side, and repeat for all pages. Once you've completed that, we'll move on to the thickness problem. The simplest approach to do this is to insert a page between each picture, allowing for more space and reducing bleed-through. Once you've completed this, we'll need you to create a title page, a back page, and a glossary. Let's begin with the glossary. Leave 2 pages at the end of your book and add and shrink every picture to this page. Then, under that picture, write text that describes the scenario. As an example, consider American Bobcat and the page it would have appeared on. 3. This feature allows the reader to locate a certain picture they're searching for towards the very back of the book, and it's typically a good idea to have. Now, for the cover, we need to make it on a new template since Amazon requires it to be the right size. So, on Canva, make that template, and now we must return to MidJoureny 8 to create a thumbnail. I started with a colorful cat mandala and then added the 8 function to attempt to improve it. Then, I repeated the aspect ratio of 2:3. Return to Canva after you've found one you like. The front of the template will be on the right and the rear will be on the left. So, place the picture on the right side and check that it fits well. Then add a title and check that the picture and text are legible. Then, if you want to make the text easier to read, you may experiment with opacity and backgrounds. Now, on the back, make sure the left and right sides are the same color. Also, offer a brief summary of what the coloring book is about and what the reader will discover. You should also provide a picture to show how each page may appear. If you get stuck on any of these processes, you can always go to Amazon and check for comparable patterns to get ideas. When you've finished everything, go to GitHub and sign in from there. Select Create Paperback, then input information such as language and book title. Then, type in a description. Simply go to GPT Chat and request that it produce a description for an adult coloring book. In my situation, I made it a point to mention that the style is mandala and the topic is cats. Continue to the next page. On the following page, you'll see an ISBN number. If you opt to obtain one for free from Amazon, you can only sell it on Amazon. If you wish to sell on other platforms like Etsy, you'll need your own ISBN number. Just keep in mind that acquiring your own ISBN number is a little more involved and will cost you between $100 and $125. Then, on the following page, choose black and white inside. Maintain the same trim size. Turn on the majestic and gleaming cover. Then submit the manuscript for the inside pages, and lastly, the cover. To function, the cover must now meet certain conditions. So use the KDP Amazon cover calculator to determine how your cover should be produced so that it doesn't end out badly incorrect. Then upload the cover and click the Launch Preview button. Simply ensure that everything is in order and that the size is accurate. So, how much money do you take home each week? Because it's Amazon gets a 40% part, but this is preferable because you don't have to worry with printing it yourself or finding all the storage. I hope you are successful in turning this into a company, and I'll see you in the next one.